Okay, here we are again. This is a mig29 Fulcrum. It's a demo flight teams, but so nicely bright coloured. Right, this was another one from Model Zone, as the last one was, the JU52. And again, this was on sale in there, £14, original price, down to £8. So, very nice. The junkers, by the way, was £30 in there, but they had it at half price, so it was £15, all but a penny anyway. I just had to have that one. Anyway, this one, the Academy. Let me put the box down a bit. That's a bit angled, but you can see. I looked on the YouTube, and there was a couple of items on there about Academy models, and I thought, oh, I'll have a look at those. And it got me a bit worried. The joints on the models were very bad. Now, it surprised me a great deal, because in the past I've had quite a few Academy models, quite a few, and they've all been absolutely perfect. So I don't know what was happening, whether there was just a bad batch they had, or they were maybe the cheap and cheerful ones they do. I have to see. So while I was in the shop, I saw this reduced in price. I thought, ah, yes, I'll have this one. Let's check this Academy aircraft out, because I've actually never had an aircraft before from them. All the rest of mine have been like the big display models for like the Isle of Wight train, and what else did I have? Oh yes, the rocket, the Stephenson's rocket steam engine, and of course Terrific's #1 engine I done with theirs as well. And I did do one that was quite a long time ago now, but it was a brewer's dray with all the horses. I had about 10 horses to build on that one. Nice big model that was, so that was very nice to do. I've done a couple of their ships as well, and so far, as I said, they've been absolutely perfect. So I've not had a complaint. I'll class them in Rolls Royce then. So we'll have to wait and see what this comes out like. So let's open the box and see what we've got in here. Right, this box was already opened in the shop, so it wasn't sealed. Right, oh, here we are. We've got the decals. Not very many. The 01 and the 02, they're for different planes in the series. Right, 01 is the single cockpit, as you can see here. The 02 is for a twin cockpit. I've been on the net last night for quite some time looking for this one. I couldn't find it. I couldn't find anything about the single seat aircraft at all. Couldn't even find I couldn't even find a video footage of anything like that, or picture or anything. I did find the two-seater version of it online, and I have a picture of that, and I have pictures of lots more of interesting colour schemes for this particular aircraft. Right, next piece is the again just a safety sheet before cutting, check spools and all that sort of thing. Yeah, they're giving us 2 in it. Anyway, put that to one side. Right, now then, instructions. Again, Hasegawa, I'm always like Hasegawa's instructions. They're very simple, very clear. Yeah, yes, you see. Yeah, okay, right, they're very clear, they are. There's not many. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages of instructions to fit this together. And there's some good photographs of the actual aircraft, like the wheel well and the front undercarriage. Yeah. Also, there's a couple of pieces on here. you can see here you've got two optional parts. You've got an open vent and you've got a closed vent. Due to the fact that I've got to display this and I don't have a great deal of room, I think I'm going to do this as an attitude of, as the twin engine one, the twin cockpit one, sorry, I saw last night. It took off and then went almost vertical. I think I will display it in that attitude. Let's put it that way. There's a shot of it. It'll be in that attitude. That'll cut down the space it actually takes up in now, and it'll make it for more of a dynamic stance for it. And if I do that way, I'll have to use the open ones because it will just have taken off, and it still have it open to get more air intake for power for the engine. The other one was, which will have to be closed, is the air brake. You could have it either open or closed. If I put it on a dive attitude, I would of course have the vents closed and the air brake open. You wouldn't have both at the same time. Right, yeah, simple. There was one thing I noticed. I did notice this in the shop when I was having a quick look on the counter. It's got a chaff and flare dispenser on the fins. Now I thought, why would a display aircraft have chaff and flares? I found out last night. All the display teams I've seen, and there were about 5 different display teams using this aircraft, including I think it was Israel, or anyway, they all had these chaffs on, and during the display they actually used to fire them off, so you got that nice pattern of the chaff coming out of the back of the aircraft during the flight. Right, so let's have a look. The first paint one on here is a little bit hard to see. You would have to study it a little bit to find out exactly which one's which. The paints in this, I am disappointed with. They've got the name of them and they've got a paint number. And I'm just looking, and of course they don't tell you which paints they use, so English is all it just says is black, silver, gunmetal, aluminium, metallic grey, light grey, white, red, yellow, blue, orange, green and brown and tan. (1994) Minicraft models. I'm not sure whether they be Minicraft paints or not, but we'll have to see. Maybe Tamiya's. I'm not sure about Tamiya paints. I took an instant dislike to them when they first came out. I tried them and they were awful. Apparently they've improved a great deal since then, and I will be using Tamiya paints on these models. So yeah, I'll have to check these paint numbers, see if they match up with Tamiya. The last one is just tells you where the parts are on which tree, which is always nice to have. You can always find the parts and a little bit of history on the front of it. Yeah, that's okay. Right, the first sprue. Let's open these as we go. Just a second. I'll just let that packet open. If you hear a yelp, don't worry. It's only company. He's decided to go to sleep on my foot. I might tread on him. I don't want to, but I just might by accident. Right, let's see. There's 2 sprues in here. One's the front cockpit housing on the top. Yeah, I think I bought the wrong model here. The joint lines usually go down the centres, and I should have bought one with a centre seam on it. Yeah, well, I'll go back and get another one sometime anyway. He looks very clean again. No,